know where we are on defense. Curtis covered that. Okay? And we know what we're doing on the offensive end. We're taking our offense to them. It's trust and discipline, swagger and arrogance. Let's get it done. Let's go. Let's go.
You ready to go? We are.
Ready.
Goaltending is now a concern, though, for Atlas. The unproven J.D. Colarusso will start today, backed up by Tate Boyce. Jack Concannon left the game last weekend on Long Island after the third quarter, left in an ambulance. He's listed on the IR with a groin injury. We have not been given a timetable for his return. Blaze Riorden in cage is one of the all-star captains, and for good reason. He was fantastic last week against Cannons. In that win, he made 18 saves. He's made at least 18 saves in 3 out of his 5 starts. 86 in total is second most in the PLL. Chick gets away from the long swings of Costabile. That is Danny Logan's try from 2 that was stopped by Blaze Riorden. Goals including a 2-pointer. Dane Smith, the shimmy. He shook his defender. He made the pass, and the shot from Wasserman is stopped by Colarusso.
Easy one there for Colarusso.
Tough angle that time, and no problem for Blaze Riorden. Seconds on the shot clock. Romar Dennis. Dennis slips around Newman. Dennis cuts in, and he hit the post. Take a look at that shot. Now Romar Dennis. Monster game last weekend against Chrome, and down to his knees to make the save with his knees was Blaze Riorden. And Newman will retreat as Chaos running out of the box with the ball. Costabile, save made by Colarusso. And then Iki's transition. The feed to Teat. His shot is stopped by Riorden, went down to get it, and Riorden secures his own rebound.
Riorden goes down to his knees again.
He's made 5 saves already.
Left side of your screen in the progressive game flow, he drops to his knees, and then you shoot high and he punches it up. It's like, what do you do as a shooter?
As Kyle Jackson got in there. Fed to the crease in the closing seconds of the quarter. Colarusso picks it off, and that ends the frame. Long pass to Caraway. Now it's Law. Law, Cockerton, saved by Riorden. Took it off the mask. They give it to Jeff Teat. Teat moves it over. Baccaro moves it down. That shot stopped by Riorden.
And that's a bailout shot by Cockerton. You got to get a better look than that.
After that.
Low angle.
Caraway wanted the ball, jumping up and down. Law sneaking in. Riorden got over to make the save on the near post. Shots are 10-1 here in the second quarter for Atlas.
Feel free to correct me, but those are the...
At that level, yeah. That's the complete list. Fraser's shot. Colarusso comes up with just his 3rd save. That's all he's been asked to. 3 saves, 3 goals allowed for Colarusso. Cloutier to Josh Byrne. Byrne in front. Smith, and it's Colarusso with the stop. Dane Smith can't believe it. What a save by J.D. Colarusso.
Coming into this game, could Colarusso get 50%, right? Could he be a professional goalie? A couple early allows him to get in rhythm, and then you get challenged, and you're feeling it a little bit.
J.D. Colarusso, such an interesting story last year. He was in the bubble, but he was not on a roster. He was an emergency backup that was available to any team that may have needed him. He was target practice.
It was when those guys trotted out the practice field, every coach was like, all right, boys, 2-point time. I mean, not an enviable position.
Saved by Riorden as he dropped down again. A pile up just outside the crease. But Colarusso wound up getting the backup job for Concannon this year with Atlas. Concannon is out with an injury. We don't have the timetable on his return, so You don't know how long they're going to have to lean on J.D. Colarusso, but so far so good for him in his first PLL start. Find Cockerton out of the box. Here he is. Dennis from the parking lot. And a save made by Riorden just before the horn.
I mean, he's a legit 5 yards beyond the 15-yard mark.
Ball. And now Crawley moves to the inside. Gives to T. T with the shot off the post. Let's bring you under the helmet with Blaze Riorden and Cage.
You're good. Get up. We're good. Out of the middle. Screen, screen. Let's go. Here we go. Let's go. Hey, we're all right. We're all right. We're all right. Here we go.
Yes. So many kids out here that watching TikTok. They're just teaching me a few things out here, I guess.
Doing that for the fans.
Doing that for the fans.
Wow, shout out to all the
Put
fans.
it on the ground and picked it back up.
Hey, let's go.
Teat
Hey, go.
rolls on Resch. Got the shot and kissed the top of the net. Cut off by C.J. Costabile. Teat looking and not sure what he was looking for there.
No, clean save in transition.
On the run, McKay looking for two, and Colarusso with another huge stop.
Second save by Colarusso on a 2-point attempt. You have to wonder if just all that target practice in the bubble made him more comfortable than seemingly every other goalie when somebody winds up from two.
He's an expert at facing him from range. But it was an easy stop for Riorden. Quickly, it was Ian McKay the other way. And Colarusso, you saw him dip his shoulder, been able to adjust when that ball stayed high. Here is Law, and he got buried by Riorden. More chaos. Officially 8 caused by Atlas. That's a save from Blaze Riorden on Baccaro as Dennis takes a hack and a flag is thrown. Teat shot dug out by Riorden, and we get the whistles and a penalty.
Keefe, who kind of peeled out to the perimeter.
Caraway had an open man in front, and it was figured out by Blaze Riorden. He jumped out of his net, and now Riorden got the crowd all excited.
Yeah.
He's got a 60-yard run back to his cage.
Nothing gets the crowd going like a goalie over the midfield line.
Josh Byrne in. Colarusso got some, but not all.
Let's start with Blaze Riorden. He brings so much to this team. He intercepts this pass, kind of sniffs out that opportunity, goes for a run. Looking like, can somebody help me, please? And then Byrne, off of that pick, just a late switch. Hands free. Colarusso actually got a piece of that.
Week on Long Island to Cannon's 8-5. They outscored Cannon's 9-2 in the second half. Today they were down 6-3 as Baptiste hit the post. And he landed on Riorden, who is down and holding his left knee. Just for a moment, though.
Costabile gets him on the trail check. Baptiste holds on to it somehow, goes airborne.
Well, we just saw that collision between Blaze Riorden and Trevor Baptiste, and we got microphones on both those guys. Let's take a listen.
Blaze, you all right? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah, yeah. You're good. You're good. Yeah.
Here's Byrne. He hit the crossbar.
Let's start with the pipe. You're going to see Dane Smith backhanded. Who get
Law, Baccaro, off the bar. We've had more posts in this game than I think any of the games we've had this season. In the net, it landed behind and he couldn't secure it. So Chaos with it again, and Colarusso made the save on the try from Frazier.
On that initial two-man action, if he'd carried a little bit longer.
Glicini sheds one, and he hits the post. It lands in the crease. Right around there is Glicini. He falls in, trying to bump that ball into the net. Blaze Riorden is out of the game. Austin Count is in cage. Well, I shouldn't say he's in cage. He's 30 yards away from the cage, out in coverage here. They built a 9-goal run on their way to a 16-10 win over Chaos. Atlas have won 3 in a row, and they improved to 4-2 on the season. They're for real this place if they didn't get blown out.
That was a team win, man. And I gotta say, all right, we all battle. We all battle to put ourselves in this spot, all right? But we all know that kid's had sex.
You gotta love them rallying around Colarusso. He gave them exactly what they needed tonight.
That kid, J.D. Colarusso, in his first PLL start, makes 10 saves, allows 9 goals. We mentioned his story last year in the bubble when he was target practice as an emergency goalie, just there in case somebody needed him. But he's a type 1 diabetic. He wasn't diagnosed until he struggled with it during college. So he's had a battle just to play lacrosse in general. And now he gets a chance to start with the injury to Jack Concannon. And he was more than serviceable, and he backstops Atlas to another win. Great story for J.D. Colarusso out of Albany.